broadcast network, AFTERBUZZ TV. Over 20 million weekly downloads in over 150 countries, and your #1 source for after-show entertainment. AFTERBUZZ TV, the destination for TV superfans. Producing aftershows for over 300 of your favorite TV shows. Interviewing celebrities and showrunners. And bringing you behind-the-scenes exclusives. All thanks to E! Entertainment's Maria Menounos, producer Kevin Undergaro, and internet leader Akamai. Now, let the buzz begin!
Oh, look at the lights! Ow. We had to go with the theme song for the season finale. Just raise your glasses high. Oh my God. This one's for you tonight. Wait, Justine can really sing. I cannot. Sorry about your ears. Hey, everybody. It is your crew for the Vanderpump Rules after show here at AfterBuzz TV. We're a little behind, so we're going to get into this real quick. Hey, everybody. I am Megan Stecher. We have just watched the season finale. We can't wait to talk about it. You guys can tweet me at Megan Stecher, and I am joined by my lovely panel this evening.
Hey guys, I'm Justine. You can follow me on Twitter at JustineDiVanna3 and on Instagram at Let's Face It with Justine.
And I'm Dan, doing a super introduction for once. You can find me on Twitter at Dan Babic with an _, and then the Instagram is just at Dan Babic, people.
Boom.
Boom, baby, boom.
These headphones are loud. I'm like hearing.
Oh, they are? Let me turn them down for you.
No, I like it. Leave it up. Love it.
I like it up.
Okay.
I like it, but
boom,
that's
down
perfect.
One little notch for you there, babe. Oh my goodness, you guys. So when I got here, I was watching on the monitor. So exciting. Our very own CEO, co-founder Kevin Undergaro's new show, The Tomorrow Show, was airing. So exciting. So let's talk a little bit about it. Okay. Curious about a celebrity boyfriend's midlife crisis? Enjoy hearing stories about behind the scenes of Hollywood. Amused by old TV and movie references? I totally am. Then you'll love The Tomorrow Show with Kevin Undergaro. Join AfterBuzz creator and Maria Menounos' fiance, hello, breaking news, Kevin Undergaro, along with AfterBuzzer co-host Roxy Schreier, Ashley Daniels, and others for all the insanity. Watch live Monday nights and Thursday nights. It's 7 to 9 p.m. Pacific. Adjust that for your personal time where you live on thetomorrowshow.com. That is thetomorrowshow.com. Or subscribe and download free on iTunes. Go to thetomorrowshow.com for more information.
And fuck, it was funny. Like, it takes me a lot to laugh, but I was pissing myself. So,
well, why?
I couldn't stop. Pissing myself means like you laugh so much in Australian that you piss yourself because
they're hilarious.
Their chemistry, they've just got it.
They're wearing Star Trek costumes to boot. First off. But I'm so excited for Maria and Kevin, who got surprise engaged on the Howard Stern show. So if you guys missed it, tune in to thetomorrowshow.com to catch up. If, obviously we are airing right after the show just ended. Or maybe they're going on still right now. The time change has me all off.
I know.
Okay.
After 19 years.
I know, after 19 years, they just got engaged. So Kevin's sharing his side of the story tonight on The Tomorrow Show. So head to thetomorrowshow.com for all the deets.
I know, I want to know why it took 19 years. Like, I hope he explains it.
Oh my God, they're the sweetest.
I want to know.
So sweet. She said on her show today that they're like all like gushy in love again, like the first date. It's like, how cute.
Oh, after so many years, I want that.
Well, let's talk about somebody who's not gushy in love anymore. Jax and Britney. Now, in full disclosure, Dan and I were very late because the Hollywood hustle is real. And we both had to stay late at work and we did not get here on time. So Justine,
I'll fill you guys in.
Your opinions on the Jax Brit convo.
Okay, so, for everyone watching, Jax and Britney, they were talking in their apartment and they kind of got into the whole Hawaii thing, and basically Jax had all of the charges dropped from his thing. And so he's just on probation, and basically he was just giving Britney shit because he was like making it all about him and like how like, I wish that I was I almost want to be in jail more than being here because it's so much less stressful, and like you're making this stressful, and basically with like, this is all long story short, basically was like, you have to find a new apartment for us, it's too small, you're all over me, blah blah blah. And I just think it's literally ridiculous because he asked her to move in. He knew it was. He literally knew what was coming for him.
That's insane, yeah.
Like,
Dan.
that's literally what happened.
Dan, please take it away.
Well,
I can't.
I'm gonna. It's annoying because I kind of liked them more this episode. I like Britney because I always thought what a strong little woman she was. You know, just letting Jax talk to Stassi and stuff, and she's strong and confident. But I'm just like, fucking hell. Like, you are just a dickhead, mate. Can't deal with you. And I think that Britney's the more mature one. I thought she was as dumb as dog shit. I always say she needs to go back to Kentucky, where she's from, and that she's not made for LA because she doesn't have a brain cell. But I have turned the corner there, and I really like Brit, I think. And, you know, she may be a little bit airheady, but she's a strong, confident woman. So I am a bit for her now, but I'll never be a Jax. And I just want to get his sweaty ass off the show. I'm over him.
Someone commented, actually, talking about, like, no wonder why the cast doesn't want to come and, like, come and get interviewed by us because, like, we're so mean and Dan says, like, the meanest stuff. And I was like, no, like, this usually stuff is set up in the beginning. I was like, I don't think that's the reason. 1, they don't watch us. They think they're too cool. And 3, like, I don't think that's it at all.
I think some of them watch us. Hey.
Really?
Hey.
I don't think they
Lisa?
watch. Really? I don't think they watch us. I feel like they think they're too cool.
Oh, that's all right. Let's go back to paying them out then. Let's do that. What else?
I love paying them out.
Paying them out, like, you know, just...
What does that mean?
It means just kind of like getting into them, analysing them, and then saying some horrible comments based on what we saw. Paying them out.
Dan loves to pay it out.
It is.
Here's what I want to say about Jax. He's super lucky that this all resulted in nothing.
Yes.
In being on probation. But at least he didn't get away with it scot-free. Also, you're an ass. At least he's making the, what do you call it? A compromise, I guess, to get a bigger apartment and not break up with Britney or kick her out or just go cheat on her or something very Jax-like. Yeah. At least he's grown a little. And he would just like to get a bigger apartment to have a little more room to breathe.
That's actually, I like your perspective because you it's like you're the nice girl, so you always come from a good perspective. And I thought
it's the way he does it. It's the way he goes about it. Like, I understand. I wouldn't want to live all crammed up like they are, but you don't have to go and basically make her feel guilty about it when you're the one that invited her. It's all about the way you do things. Like, it's all about the way that you talk to people and the way that you go about it because it just was unnecessary.
Absolutely. Now what else? Now let's get to the part that we got to see because I just paid them out and I didn't even get to see it. Just for a bit of fun.
Well, skipping from maybe getting one new apartment to somebody who definitely got a new apartment, Stassi. So according to Justine, because I wasn't here yet either for this one, she and Kristen popped the champs to celebrate her new place. Did they say how much she was paying in rent? Because I was like gassed last week at the place she was looking at that seemed like super small, gross little studio, and it was over $2,000. I'm like, this is not New York. Let's calm down. You don't need to pay that much for your rent.
Not that I remember hearing. I don't think
it wasn't on screen.
Yeah. So I mean, nothing really happened. They were just like hanging out and talking and popping champagne and, you know, just being
the usual.
Just being Kristen
old
and
times,
Stassi.
Old times.
It's like, oh, they're not like roommates anymore, but I feel like they're gonna be at each other's places all the time anyway. So
once a drunken slut, always a drunken slut. That's what I've got to say about that.
Here's the crazy thing: is I felt like Kristen made great strides in herself when she was apart from being good friends with Katie and Stassi. She really took on the therapy thing. She was zen. She was making good decisions, and as soon as Stassi came back into the picture hardcore, I feel like it's been all downhill.
Really?
And Stassi, to me, has turned a corner in a very good way.
That's why I'm surprised that you think Kristen's going downhill because Stassi's actually kind of being...
As soon as Stassi came back, I was like, oh, it's old Kristen. Old Kristen is back.
She's not, like, back to her very old self, but she's definitely not as, like, zen and pure as she claimed.
She's not back to trying to nail Tom against the wall self, but she's back to, like, early seasons, a little bit crazy Kristen. Hi, Kristen. I'm a Kristen. What's up? Just saying hi.
I think she's more likable when she's evil because
yeah, of course.
I mean, I do love because I used to love the hints we were getting. She'd just be like, I'm so zen, I've changed, and then she'd be like 2 seconds later, be like, I'm the hottest fucking bitch ever. I can get any dude I want. And now it's like we've seen the hints, and now we've got our bitch back pretty much. And I like her being a bitch. I think it's fun. Yeah, just own it. Stop pretending.
I think she's more likable being bitchy because it felt almost fake when she's not being bitchy. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's almost like I'd rather be friends with someone that's real than someone that's fake. And I always liked that she'll literally tell you how she feels.
Absolutely.
Well, let's fast forward. I don't even care what happened in the beginning of the episode because we all know in the season finale, there's always one big giant party at the end. Everyone's drunk. Let's get into some fights. I loved it. So the majority of the episode was spent on Tom and Katie's engagement party part 1 at Lisa's and engagement party part 2 at Sir. Let's get into it. So I was very excited about Ariana and Tom getting ready together for the party. And Ariana's like, tonight's the night. I'm confronting Scheana. And I wrote in quotes, her pageant queen persona. She was about to confront her on the whole mess. I was excited because Scheana was very unlikable this season.
Oh my God.
Very. And she's usually been a very sympathetic character. Love her or hate her for her past or present, she was always a sympathetic character. And she was very unlikable this season. So I was excited to see this come to a head. How did you guys feel?
Yes, well, I think Ariana's my favourite because I love someone that's hot and still got brains, and I love somebody that's, doesn't go against the grain and says exactly what they think, and I like that about her, that she doesn't get manipulated by the others and she stands her ground. And I even liked the confrontation because I am all about the real vibes. I like to keep it real. I like to look very fake on the outside, but I want to be a real organic person on the inside. And I loved that Scheana actually kind of owned it and we got to see the real her. First time all season, we got to see her be herself. And I thought if anyone can do it, that can be Miss Ariana herself.
Yeah, and we used to think we were on the same page, thought she was like boring.
Yeah.
But she's definitely been more likable because she's more real. And Scheana, I don't know, I just still think that she's just dramatic. Like, when she gets into talking about how, like, she doesn't feel the same with Kristen and Stassi. Like, she's just, she's not her true self, and that she misses Ariana, like, bawling her eyes out, yet when it's the other way around and she's with Kristen and Stassi, she'll never say that. Like, she's just kind of all over the place. And she's just too much for me.
Yeah.
I agree. I'm skipping ahead in my notes to when they actually did talk.
Yeah.
So Scheana was the one who, on camera at least, confronted Ariana and said, let's talk.
Yeah.
Even though Ariana had planned this big, like, I'm going to confront Scheana. And she Ariana calls Scheana out for gossiping behind her back. And Scheana completely denies it. And then we get a fabulous montage. Thank you, bravo. Like, I love nothing more than, how raspy do I sound? Sorry,
I love
guys.
it. You sound more masculine than me, but that's not hard.
Sexy.
Yeah.
Are you sick?
No, but I worked all weekend, so my voice is just tired. I'm on a 7-day-a-week plan right now. Like, my voice is tired. It does a little sexy, huh?
You could be like one of those, what is it?
Phone sex operator?
Yeah. Megan the phone sex
God.
operator.
But Scheana denies it, and we get a fabulous Bravo montage proving that person wrong. So we get to see all the shit she talked about Ariana, which probably wasn't even everything. There's probably a lot left on the cutting room floor, which is great. But she immediately realizes she was wrong and cried. So I feel like you are so right, Justine. Like, she's all over the place. She's full of it. Then she starts talking about, when I'm around Katie and Kristen and Stassi and blah, blah, blah. And
but she'd never say that to them.
Right.
She'd be like, oh, Ariana is so annoying. Ariana's such a bitch. She's so standoffish. But it's like, it's almost like she changes, like, no matter who she's around. Yeah. She, like, forms to whatever that person is, or she forms to whatever group she's in. It's just annoying.
Yeah, but because I've said everything terrible under the sun about it, but I think that her emotion was real. I still think she's a dickhead.
Yeah.
I still think she's dramatic. But I thought, I'm throwing you a bone. I'm throwing you a bone, girl, because I got to see some authenticity. I can't even say. How do you even say
authenticity?
Authenticity. I got to see some authenticity. So I thought, you know what? Because I've shit canned you the whole season because you haven't been real, and I thought, okay, we've had a 35% real moment. So that's good for Scheana. You were 35% real in this scene. So good girl. Making progress.
You know what it is like Ariana completely nailed her. She's always just trying to conform to whoever she has a major need to be liked by whoever she's around.
Yeah.
So, unfortunately, Ariana was put in the back of the bus this year. It was like she didn't care about making Ariana happy at all. But I don't know. I think it's strange. Not strange. I think it's interesting to observe people who are like Scheana, who it's very good to be adaptable for sure, but to be a completely different person with different people all the time and not know the real, who's the real Scheana.
Well, I don't think she knows.
Okay.
That's what I think it is. I think deep down, and I know it is fun because it is a frivolous show, and that's why you are supposed to tear it to shreds. But I think, actually, deep down, she's got no idea who she is.
Yeah,
no idea.
That actually makes so much sense. Like, it really does, because, like, she's always changing who she's talking. Like, she almost changes for, like I said, whoever she's around. And so it's like she doesn't know who she is. She doesn't know who she wants to be. She just wants everyone to like her. I agree with that. I don't know. That's really well said.
Well, flashing back to people getting ready for the party, where we just were a moment ago, Stassi and Kristen, getting ready for the party, are talking about their plan of attack because they were not invited and they're trying to sneak in and not get kicked out by Lisa.
Oh my God.
Stassi says that Kristen has no dignity, she said something about, dignity and self-respect. And then she says, well, thank God I'm hanging out with Kristen, who those anchors don't tie her down.
No.
And she couldn't be more right. It's insane to me that, Stassi is more level-headed than Kristen now. It's the waves of, it's like a roller coaster with this crew. It's like, who's going to be more mentally stable and emotionally stable today? Because it's never the same.
I actually think that Stassi, because season 1, it would be hard because she went into this when she was quite young. You even look back at the flashbacks and you're like, oh fuck, she was young.
How old was she? Do you know?
No idea, but she's not. She's on the younger side. We're gonna Google it.
I'm gonna Google season 1.
I think season 1, she just went into it and thought, okay, I'm just gonna kind of play a bit of a character, be as bitchy as I can, and create a bit of drama. And I don't actually think that's who she really is. I think she's a little bit of a cow, but I don't think I think deep down she's actually quite smart. And we
She's
see that
super smart.
We see that through her podcast. So I think she just kind of went into this bitchy character. She was getting lots of ratings. The producers were, and I don't think that's who she truly was. Whereas I do think Kristen's, actually very mentally ill, but I don't think Stassi is at all. Yeah.
Honestly, this isn't to talk shit. I feel like Dan is right. I feel like
it's true.
Kristen's a little off her rocker, which hi, I'm a Kristen. I've admitted it 1,000 times. Maybe I am too. No shame in my game.
Yes.
With Stassi, I think she's very smart. I think she realized that her personality and what she was bringing to the camera worked and was very popular with the audience and was happy to keep giving it. When it fell apart and she was embarrassed to be a part of it, she had no problem walking away from it. And, kind of like Jax called her out, she needed to come back for a paycheck and what are her motives. But, she is a very specific person made for reality TV.
She is.
She is in top 10 for me of people made for reality TV.
I just don't understand. I still can't get over when you say you're a Kristen, because you're just so nice, and everyone that watches the show, you're the nice one. So that's why I'm I don't see you being crazy like Kristen at all.
I don't think she's crazy. I just relate
just a little bit, just a little crazy.
But all women are. So and it's okay. I'm gonna go way back to George Carlin in the 70s probably said this. Women are only crazy because men are, oh my God, what was the saying? Something men are jerks, so women are crazy. Something,
exactly.
You know what I mean? It's we're only reacting to what we're a part of with the men, what's happening in our relationship.
Guys will totally disagree. They'll be I
do disagree, because I was a girl. I've always lived with girls, and now I live with 4 straight guys. So it's like a reality show, 4 straight guys and a gay. And I think
5 of you.
5 of us. I think men are simpler creatures. I really do.
They are.
We're
they
simpler.
are.
We don't.
They are.
Yeah, we just kind of let things go. I never hold on to anything. If someone was to call me this, that, call me the worst thing in the world, I'd be like, oh.
Yeah.
Oh,
well,
it's not nice. And
women are very emotional, and we have an excellent memory that won't quit. So.
No.
That's a problem. Those are 2 problems right there.
I also remember, I remember you called me this in 2011. Do you remember that? Because I remember it. That's literally how we are.
Yeah, I'm get over it.
Do you remember when we were in middle school and you said this? Yeah, well, I remember it. That's literally
it's insane.
Wow.
Oh my God, we should get back to talking about the party. But
totally,
I'm a Kristen. I'm not going to deny it. Here's the thing. I have a very good gut about men, and I like to snoop around if I think something is awry. That's why I'm a Kristen. Okay, anywho, so everybody's getting ready for the party at Lisa's. It's like 500 degrees according to Katie. This summer was hot AF. That's my favorite thing to read on the internet when something says like blank AF.
I know that. I like that.
That's my favorite.
I love like Katie's voice though. She's like, she's got no emotion. She's just like, oh my God, it's 500 degrees out. What are we going to do? It's so hot.
I love it.
I love when you mimics people.
You're so right.
Dumb, like.
You're so right. This summer was so freaking hot, so I do feel a little bad for them. But can we talk about the fact that once a party is set up and the esteemed guests of honors have arrived, the parents.
Yes.
Tom's mom came, but his triplet brothers and his dad didn't come. What the hell? I don't even remember what the excuse for the triplet brothers was, but the dad's afraid of flying?
Yeah, I don't know why
in quotes? Air quotes?
Okay, I've got some insider goss here. You want? Okay. So a little birdie told me his parents are very real, very authentic, are the furthest people away from Hollywood, and they are mortified he's on the show, and they're mortified this is his life.
I wouldn't doubt it.
Mortified. And they said, if this is going to be filmed, we don't want to be a part of it. We think the whole thing's disgusting. I don't know what they think of Katie. I can't say that, but I know his parents are mortified.
How do you know this? Stop it, what Birdie told you this.
Someone that worked at Pump with him and he's good friends with him told me that.
Okay.
But he said, I'm not going to tell you everything because you do the AfterBuzz show and you are a big mouth. But they're just mortified. And they said, do you know what, we want something real. Come on, mate. Like, give us this. And obviously there's no way contractually he was obligated to do, big moments you've got to film. So they just said we're not coming. So we've got to find out what they actually think of Katie. They think she's just some dumb whore from a reality show, but I don't know that, but I know for sure they're mortified that this is his career choice.
And also, according to TV Guide, which the internet's not really working too well, so I don't know, but season 1, episode 1 was March 2013. 3 years ago.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I don't know
Everybody
why I
was
feel like it's
so much skinnier.
They were. It's like normally you get,
So
except for Scheana, because Sheena's,
Scheana is way skinnier than before. Yeah.
Totally. I'm like, is she having too many nights out on the cocoa? I don't know. Is she taking horse tranquilizers? I'm not sure. But something's up because she's very skinny.
No, you know what? The three of us got told by an insider what they think she is up to, but we're not going to spill the tea because that was in confidence.
It was, but we'll just say like.
So let's just like tell them, and now they're all going to be like,
no, you can't.
No, you're missing what I said. I said I was joking, like, so let's just tell them this, and then but really not tell them exactly what it is, and now they're going to be like,
sorry, you'll have to move to Hollywood and meet some insiders yourself. I'm not trying to be a bitch. Sorry, guys.
We're like, damn. Megan.
Let's hurry up. We're running out of time. Stassi and Kristen crashed the party. To my surprise, Lisa was chill as hell about it.
I think it was planned, 100%.
So do I. Yeah, because that's why she had no reaction.
And she's got really terrible acting skills. So she couldn't be like, oh my God.
Because think about it, it's a show. Obviously, it made it more interesting and dramatic that Stassi and Kristen came. So whether it was her, whether it was the producers, hey, we're going to have them come because it needs to be a show. It's her show. She knows. Yeah. It's obvious. Like, that wasn't even, that was like
obviously in the final, like the season finale, the final big party, they're going to have the entire cast come, obviously.
Totally, yes. Totes my girls. You guys said it all, so I don't need to say anything.
Can Dan talk in his Valley Girl accent the rest of the show? I love it.
My roommate used to say, my older roommate used to say it all the time. Totes my goats. Totes.
Okay, so Stassi, epic of all epicness. Stassi meets Brit.
Oh, hey, I'm Brit.
And is super nice to her and says something very complimentary, which is, Jax does have a really good taste in girlfriends. I've always thought that, which is hilarious. And offers her, which is, you know what? I actually do like all 4 girls that I've seen on the show that have been Jax's girlfriends. I've loved all of them.
I agree, yeah. I love Brie. We make fun of her.
Kind of insane.
But yeah, I love
Very incestuous and kind of insane. But the funniest thing to me was she said, I don't even know what advice to offer you, but I'd like to offer you his passwords. And Brittany says, don't worry, I've got all of them.
She's on it,
yes.
I can't. I mean, she is way smarter than Dan thinks. Because Dan,
Jeez, I'm just poking fun because, you know, obviously her personality, she comes, she's like, oh, hey, I just came from Kentucky. Like, that's what she comes across. But she's a bit smart, but she's not, okay, like, she's smarter than we think, but she's not going to, cure cancer. She's not that type of girl. But
I'm not curing cancer.
No, but
Me either.
I would say she's on the dumber side, but she is smarter than she comes across.
Here's what I think. I think she's really smart for getting herself on this reality show in no time.
That's smart, yeah.
And no matter what comes out of her and Jax being together, she's definitely getting something out of it.
Totally, yeah. And she got a free tit job from Jax, so there you go.
There you go.
Even if she just wanted a tits done, that's cost $12,000. She got that for free. So good on you, Britney. You got your tits.
Nice bullet point on the resume, Britney.
Yes,
Great job.
tits done. Tick.
James at the party while he is still
Sober.
In air quotes,
Sober off drinking.
He gets so excited to show Lisa that he finished the Pump CD himself. Now, do you know, I feel like you have your finger on the pulse of like West Hollywood and Pump, and you know like the staff.
Yeah.
Did the CD come out in some professional packaging and it's like out? It happened?
I've actually haven't seen the CD because I've stopped going to Pump.
Oh, okay. Do tell.
Yeah, it's all right. He's got... No. Do you know what? I'm just going to be honest. I don't know why I'm holding back today.
Oh, God. Here we go.
It's just... I mean, he's really got not a lot going for him, to be honest.
Who, James?
James, yeah. Like, all of his, songs and stuff aren't really... Like, he hasn't really premixed them. They're all kind of... Yeah,
I mean, I have no respect for EDM, not to be a bitch.
Yeah, but he's not... I mean, he doesn't get the crowd pumping. It's almost like background music when you do go to Pump.
Yeah.
There's no dance floor at Pump. So, it is a bit of a big fat joke. But, I mean, as long as he's got a focus... But it looks like his focus is more on drugs and getting absolutely wasted. Because, well, that was actually what I liked tonight. I liked that he said he was stoned on the show. Yeah, at least you're owning it.
Beyond stoned.
The thing about him is I think he could do really well in the industry. I think that he's talented. I think that he's good looking. The only thing holding him back is his freaking drinking and drug and attitude.
But do you know what?
problem.
Shame on Lisa, actually. Shame on Lisa Vanderpump. Because she says she's looking out for him and she says she's mentoring him. But he needs a psychologist. He does not. He's the last person on earth that needs to be on a reality show. And the fact that on camera, I mean, you can show certain things that he's saying he's drunk and he's drugged and he's hot. How does he think he's ever going to get a professional job ever?
That's not Lisa's responsibility. I
think she's playing. She knows she's manipulating this. She wants them all to fight and all of that. But it's just sad to me because he's really good friends with Max, and I really thought she would look out for him more authentically. But I do think she only cares about her restaurants in the show.
Mm-hmm. That does make sense. I forgot that he's that good friends.
Yeah, best friends. Yeah, so don't think she's too great, Lisa, to be honest.
Oh my God, we have so much more to get through. Let me power through a few things and let's chat after that. So Lala gets upset that Kristen and Jax are kind of hugging all over each other after. James are hugging all over each other. Kristen's still under the impression that James wants to get back together with her. So whatever games are going on there, true or not, from James, Kristen's buying it.
Cool.
Kristen makes a drunk speech. Lisa asks if anyone wants to speak at her home to the lovely couple. Kristen's the only volunteer. Kristen's making a pretty awfully long drunk speech. Lala is way more drunk than Kristen, I'm sure, admittedly. She said she has 14 mimosas plus vodka shots before she got there.
I think I had 8 drinks yesterday and I was rushed, not yesterday, the other day, and I was rushed to see the Sinai. I'll tell you about that at the end.
Oh my God.
But let's get into this.
Not to mention that.
And Katie is a great friend and defends them. I feel like Lala shouldn't have been there in the first place, but then again, it's the show, it's the season-ending party. A bunch of people who she probably wouldn't have invited were there. After the party, it's the after party. They're going to SUR. Tom invites everyone to SUR.
Yeehaw, as Britney would say.
Yeah.
Yeehaw. Woo.
Oh my God, I love you.
Bang, bang, bang. So that's my favorite that you do.
Bang, bang, bang. Get into it though. We need to finish it.
Scheana and Ariana have their talk. So as well as Kristen thinks things are going, they're really not, because James and Lala then drunk kiss are hanging all over each other. And James is actually not drunk, according to him. He's had a lot of weed. He had 4 pot brownies and also smoked, what did he say? I smoked 2 joints or something crazy?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not a dope smoker, so I'm not down with that. But yeah.
I don't smoke either, but I guess when I took flu medication one time, what's that one flu medication brand? Tamiflu. I felt like my head was floating above my body like a balloon. I felt like I wasn't on Earth.
I was like outer body experience.
I called my mom and I was crying and I was like, I feel like I'm dead. Like,
an outer body experience is the worst. That's why I can't smoke. It's so bad.
Right,
I hate it.
I guess my body isn't.
It's like an
line up with feeling like that.
Basically,
in a good way.
people like that feeling, and that's like my bad anxiety. I'm like, why would I want to feel more anxious?
It's terrible. So anyway, he's beyond. Kristen calls Lala and James making out a walking STD.
Which I agree with, yes. Great explanation there.
100%. I'm not even mad. I loved Lala this whole season until this episode.
No, I liked her this episode. I thought it was just funny.
It's not that she's not the same person. I just, like, seeing her so sloppy drunk, it kind of validated all the bad things people were saying about her, and I hated it.
You know what I think? They were just all terrible to her. They wouldn't let her in. They were mean from her from the start, so she just thought, fuck it, I'm just going to smash now. I don't even care. Of course she would, because she's tried everything. She's been nice. She's done the right thing. She's been honest. She's been herself from the start.
You're right.
She thought, you can't fucking win them over, so I'm just going to get tit-faced. That's what I would do. Yeah.
She got lubricated so she could deal with them. You're right. James tells Lala, at least he has enough of this left in him. He says that was really low life for her to. So Lala gets pissed, pushes Kristen. He says that was really low life. So I got excited because we went to a commercial break right before, right after the push, and I was like, oh yeah, here comes our fight. We always get a big fight. Nope, nothing.
I know. I really thought there was going to be a huge fight.
Fear not, we have another scuffle coming. Stassi also tries to tell Lala that she should own what she did and just apologize and smooth it over. And she's like, you know what? I'm tired of apologizing to people. You can blow me.
Good. That's why I loved her. I thought she's apologized for everything. Apologized. They're on her back. Go, Lala.
You know what? It's like Lala's like a more improved Stassi. Not improved, but a little different.
And a prettier Stassi
just
as well.
Honest. Just more honest. So then James and Jax get into it. James could not be more over the top with whatever he's on. He's all over Lala, and Tom does his stupid song performance.
Touch in public.
I can't.
TIP.
So, he's actually got less talent than I even thought.
So Jax is annoyed with James and the way he's speaking to women. He and Christina Kelly get into it. Peter's holding Jax back as James is egging him on. Lisa's holding James back, but James won't stop with the verbal attacks. Brittany tells him you're on probation. And basically it does get broken up. But God darn it, that's the second fight I was waiting for. Like, I can't. As a loyal viewer, we always get like a nice punch in the face in the season finale, and I didn't get it this year.
I know.
I was kind of glad because I was like, Jax, I don't think I want you to punch him. Like, your life, you've screwed your life up enough this season. Right? Come on, like we've seen enough of you being, completely out of whack. So I was fine with that.
I'm very interested. So James stumbles out. Lala is really, really drunk out back waiting for him, and she asks him to go home with her, and he's like, yeah, let's Netflix and chill and see what happens. I'm interested to know if they got it on, because they couldn't up until now. They had tried before, but he was too drunk and it didn't happen.
And now it's like the season finale, so you're like, wait, now we want to know.
I know.
Well, she doesn't give a shit. She's like, yeah, come back and fuck me. Well, let's do it.
You know what they never did was really catch up with Kristen's point of view on the night.
Totally. Oh,
right.
Yeah. Maybe
they never
reunion.
Did.
We're going to be K. Yeah.
That'd be great.
Yeah.
You're right. They left it for the reunion. Good call. So Lisa talks to Jax about being perfectly suited for Stassi. So such a setup by the producers, but I love it because they're like the never-ending love story. And he says, that was my last healthy relation. You were my last healthy relationship. It's like Jax and Stassi actually talk, which was pretty epic, and I was so excited for it.
And that's what I like Brit, because I said good on Brit for being a strong woman and not being, intimidated by Stassi. She's just a big thing, and she said, you know what? I'm comfortable with who I am in my relationship. I don't need to worry.
Insanely enough, I teared up while they were talking. Like, I was so nostalgic for them, and they were being nice to each other for the first time in I don't know how long.
Yeah, how long has it been since they've even
teared up. I don't even know.
Yeah.
But I teared up a little bit, and I was like, why the freak am I getting emotional over this? And then he goes in on her. He says she was brutal. Why is she here to disrupt things? What is your ulterior motive? And that you're trying to crawl back in. And I can't believe Stassi didn't go off on him. She was definitely drunky monkey to me. Like, I could tell she was like
drunky monkey, love it.
But they do come to a really nice compromise. Here's that word again, compromise. Where he's like, I want to be able to be in a room together and, be able to be okay. It's going to be cordial. And Stassi was nice enough to tell him she really likes Britney and she doesn't want him to F it up.
I can't wait to see what she's actually going to say at the reunion show. Because
too.
I reckon she's really going to get into it.
Me too.
Wait, is that?
I'm wondering if she's going to be like, oh, this talk with Jax was disgusting. I can't believe I was so nice. I really wanted to eat his head off. Or, you know what I mean?
That would be funny, yeah.
I love it.
Because what do you have to go? Because I'm thinking that's a prediction, like little segue.
Yeah.
Yes. I feel like we need to get a little pre-dickies.
Yeah.
Prediction music!
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Woo!
And now,
Feel like on
your
cue. Prediction
AfterBuzz
music.
TV.
Prediction! Woo!
So, Stassi tries to be besties again with Katie. Katie was putting the brakes on. Katie and Tom plan to have the sex they've never had. And Kristen and Stassi, Lisa kind of wraps it up in a little bow by saying some people really never learn, which was a funny little, I kind of like the ending of the episode.
Good, yeah, I love that as well.
What else do we think is coming in for the reunion next week? I think
More-
Jax and James going at
I was
it.
just gonna say, more fighting.
Year two in a row.
And I think that Kristen and Lala are going to have like a little catty girl word fight,
Me
screaming
too.
at each other.
Absolutely, and I think more Ariana and Scheana kind of having a bit of a frobble and a bit of a fight.
Yes.
And I think we know that's what's coming up. It's very easy to expect, very easy to predict, and I think that's it. I think it's simple.
We're so right. Like all the bullet points that happened all season kind of didn't get resolved, and they'll be the bullet points for the reunion.
Keep us watching, obviously, because they want us to keep the ratings up. So that's why they leave us on a bit of a cliffhanger for more arguments to happen.
I can't wait.
So amazing.
I hope we get some good previews throughout the week because we didn't even get a good one tonight.
I know.
But a little bit, just one tiny news and gossip. It appears maybe Katie Maloney has taped an episode of Say Yes to the Dress.
Really?
So she was at Kleinfeld's this week with Stassi. They were putting it out on social media. Stassi was thanking production companies, which leads everyone to believe that they taped an episode of Say Yes to the Dress for Katie to find her bridal dress to get married to Tom.
Good on her, getting a bridal dress for free.
But of course, like, mum's the word. So hopefully that happened. Very exciting. Happy for you, Katie. Can't wait to see you, Stassi. I'm assuming Stassi's a bridesmaid if she was there. So excited.
Awesome. Well,
Oh my
I
God.
think it's almost time to give it a bit of a rapsy.
It is, doll. Tell them where they can find you.
You can find me at Dan Babic on the Twitter and with an underscore afterwards because it's the Twitter. And then on the Instagram at Dan Babic. I won't be here next week because I'll be in San Francisco at a David Bowie tribute concert. Because I was all about the Bowie vibes. But I'll see you guys the week after and I'll tell you my Cedar Sinai story about getting absolutely wasted and being taken to Cedar Sinai
Oh my God.
on an ambulance bed. The same bed that Britney Spears lied on because I got too drunk at a party. But I'll go into that in a couple of weeks. Boom.
Okay, and going from that, you can follow me on Twitter at DiVanna3, and you can follow me on Instagram at Let's Face It with Justine. I post a lot of beauty videos. I have a new Kardashian beauty look coming up tomorrow. Also, I wanted to do a little shout out to Worth Lily on Instagram. You are amazing, girl. She's always commenting and like saying I love you guys and tagging us, and she's so nice to me, and we love you.
Love you,
so
bitch.
I just wanted to do a little
Sweet.
shout out to you.
Love all the fans. We'll do some more shout outs for the reunion episodes. And thank you for joining us tonight. We can't wait to come back for reunion part 1 next week. Hopefully reunion part 2 is even better. I'll look even cuter because I really didn't have any time to do any
think we're
makeup
all
today.
like-
All right, we're a little haggard today. I'll be better next week. I'll have had more sleep. And thank you for joining us, guys, for your Vanderpump Rules after show here on AfterBuzz TV. Don't forget to check out The Tomorrow Show on thetomorrowshow.com. And we'll see you again next week. Bye.
Bye you later. Oh, that comes later.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.